Okay, Travis, I want to show you what we got going on with your little brown girl. Talk about how we're working, what's going on. All in all, I think you got a great dog here. I certainly think there is loads of potential, which doesn't surprise me. I've trained dogs out of this breeding before, and I told you it was going to be good, and I think she's going to be. I think she's going to be real good. So I definitely see a lot of potential. Come here, baby. Hey, hey. Um, I see a dog that's very well socialized, a dog that's very happy, very healthy, all the essentials coming into our program that we need. There's a lot of things that she doesn't know yet. That's okay. This is a puppy, and we are at the beginning of our time together. Um, and we're gonna turn her into a really nice dog once we got everything worked on. So first couple of weeks that dogs are here with me, it's all about introductions. We want to introduce everything. We want the dog to feel comfortable. We want the dog to know, our daily routine and get all that acclimated before we start going too far. We don't want to just have the dog show up and start hammering on them. That does not make for a very healthy relationship between me and the dog. And we want them to do well, to feel comfortable with us. Um, so I want to show you what we're working on here. So we're like right now, she's exploring. She's in exploring mode, checking out the shop space here. She usually, when we come in here, is pretty excited to check everything out, sniff everything over, very curious, very typical, very much what I would expect. But when I call her to me, when I kneel down to her, she does come to me, which is good. That's what I want to see. I want to see a dog who is bold, a dog who's excited about what's going on, but is going to come work with you when it's time to be with you. So what we got to work on in here is we need to work on starting what we call formal obedience. So formal obedience is going to happen all indoors, all in this room, and is all kind of based on this black rubber mat here. Um, and so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to learn that the mat is kind of home base, that this is the spot where we're going to start. We're going to start off by doing a little bit of sit. Good. And the whole point of formal obedience is to simply get her to do the actions the first time, every time. That's what formal obedience is respond to me every time. Good girl. Good. So we are trying to teach her that we're going to do these things when we say it on the first command. So we're just going to do a little bit of walking on a leash. And of course, she's a little bit like, wait, what? Why are we doing this? She wants to go off and explore and do her own thing. That's very typical. But we're going to keep this really small. So I'm just doing this little simple loop right here in the room, trying to keep keep her world small, not throw a lot at her at this point. Just trying to get her to respond to being obedient to walking on a leash. Good girl. Good. And when we come back to the mat, we're going to sit down. Of course, she doesn't know too much about that yet. That's okay. Good. Good girl. When she does what we want, we give her some love because she's a good girl. Yes, she is. Yes. Okay. You also might have noticed at the beginning of this, we put the e-collar on. We start with the e-collar on when we begin formal obedience because we want the dog to be used to wearing it. Obviously, we've got several steps to put together before we can use the e-collar. The e-collar works just like the leash. We need her to understand what the command is before we can teach it. So walking on a leash is one thing, sitting down is another thing. The third major thing that we're starting with here is the recall. Come to me. All right. So she's pretty good actually about this out in the wild. She's pretty good. Hershey, good girl. We're going to come to me, get her into this heel position, and we want her to sit down. Come on, baby. There you go. Good. That little move right there. Come here, come to heel, sit down. That is the heart and soul of our program. That is move number one, basically. The first little move that we need to do: come to me, sit down, and come to this heel, come to the heel position and sit down. And once she gets into the sit, she's doing a good job here, sitting still, being nice. and being attentive. So I like what I see out of her. So all in all, I think everything is going just fine. We're off to a good start. There's no red flags. There's no concerns. I think she's doing great. You can see she's grown a little bit more since she's been here. She's going to she'll get a little bit bigger. You know, she'll probably she'll grow another, notch or two, probably give you another 10 pounds heavier or so by the time we get to the end of the road here. But all in all, I'm really happy with her. I think she's got a lot of talent. She likes to chase, likes to play with toys. Actually, here let's give her something to play with. Let's see if feels like she wants to go retrieve something here inside. Hey, what's this? What is this? Huh? You want to eat? Yeah. You want to eat? Huh? There you go. Huh? There we go. And this is all play. Very playful. No problems. We're all good. Huh? You want to go eat him again? Huh? The most important thing is that we want her to understand that this environment is a good place, because at some point we're going to start putting pressure on her, start being demanding of her, start, making her do stuff, things that she's never done before. And so we want her to feel happy, to feel excited about this place and not be upset or worried. So I have no concerns. I think she's going to be a fine retriever. It's going to take some time to get us there, but we're going to make her a good one.